Kim Jong-un is going nuts. Chubby Cheek's New Year resolution was to make North Korea a military superpower. And unlike you, who fail horribly at New Year's resolution, the dictator with the stupid haircut is serious about it. Later in the video, I will tell you the exact number of personnel working in the North Korean army. But how is Kim achieving all of this military expansion considering North Korea's detachment from the world? Which are the other countries that are helping and has helped North Korea become the fourth largest military in the world? The military program is mostly indigenous but has received external help over the years. Russia assisted North Korea's nuclear development from late 1950s to 1980s. It helped build a nuclear research reactor and provide missiles design and nuclear fuel. In 1970s, China and North Korea cooperated on defense, including the development and production of ballistic missiles. Academic interaction with Chinese and Russian scientists benefited North Korean scientists as well. Pakistan also emerged as an important military collaborator with North Korea since the 1970s. Bilateral nuclear cooperation began during the Iran-Iraq War, when scientists from both the nations were in Iran working on ballistic missiles. The friendship between Pakistan and North Korea is as strong as a punch from Canelo, and there are some strong evidence to suggest that. Abdul Qadir Khan, who was known as the father of Pakistan's atomic weapons program, helped North Korea to make nukes. In exchange, Pakistan received North Korean missile technology. And in my previous video, I said that Pakistan and North Korea are the biggest threat to humanity when it comes to the handling of nuclear weapons. Oh boy, was I right. But you must be thinking that North Korea is isolated. So how do they get the materials to make missiles, nuclear bombs, etc.? Chubby Cheek's grandfather adopted a strategy to fool the world, including the Americans and the suited up UN officials. And that strategy seems to be working even after 60 years. According to Joseph Bermuda Jr., a defense expert, North Korea has been developing and using secret or hidden networks to acquire technology and supplies to boost its military program since the 1960s. Earlier, these networks operated in the Europe, but now they are mainly in Africa and Southeast Asia, and products are frequently traded numerous times before reaching North Korean hands. For example, a classified product is purchased in Germany, then it is secretly transported to Cape Town, South Africa, then it is transported to China, and finally it is in the hands of Kim Jong-un. Chubby Cheeks believes that he is only as evil as his nuclear weapons, which is 100% true considering the world history. And Chubby Cheeks is very good at learning from history. He observed what happened when the United States attacked Iraq to eliminate Saddam Hussein, as well as how Libya's dictator Muammar Gaddafi was killed. However, Kim knows as long as he got the red nuclear button on his desk, no foreign nation will interrupt him. Let me give you another shocking fact that will rock you off your chair. North Korea has 1.4 million personnel working in its army, which is insane. Even developed countries cannot show numbers like these. And we might make fun of this guy with the stupid haircut, but he is getting things done. And the country is believed to possess chemical and biological weapons. North Korea has already conducted second test of the hypersonic missile in less than a week. When Kim fired the first missile just after New Year, South Korea and Japan thought that Kim was just having a New Year party. But after the second missile was shot on 11th January, it was clear that Kim is celebrating the developments of his army. Right now, Japan and South Korea are shivering. And you guys are not worried because you don't know what hypersonic missiles can do. Hypersonic missiles are no ordinary missiles. They can fly horizontally near the Earth's surface and attack a target in a far shorter flight time than ballistic missiles. And they can move at more than 5 times the speed of sound, or about 6,200 kilometers per hour. And hypersonic missiles are much more smarter than ballistic missiles, and they are excellent at avoiding radar detection. Official newspaper of North Korea called Rodong Sinmun published photos of Kim attending the launch on its front paper. And these photos that are published in the North Korean newspaper play a very important role because majority of North Koreans do not have food to eat. But Chubby Cheeks and his party, Workers' Party of Korea, promote the agenda that Kim is protecting North Korea from Western powers like South Korea, US and Europe. And that is why having a strong army is necessary. The United States Department of the Treasury slapped sanctions on North Korea over the recent missile test. But what the Western powers do not understand is that all these sanctions do not impact the people with all the power and the money sitting on the top, like him, his family and the top ministers. But what the sanctions do is they make the life of poor North Koreans very bad. These sanctions won't make it hard for Kim to smuggle a bulletproof Mercedes into his country, but these economic sanctions will definitely make it hard for a poor North Korean to provide food for his young children. Moreover, whenever North Korea launches missiles, test nukes or does any kind of military development, America and UN or unnecessary narrative put economic sanctions on the country. It's like a routine thing now. But Kim doesn't give a damn. UN is set to carry out a meeting on 24 January, but he is living a life of whatever he wants, wherever he wants. The missile fired from North Korea have landed near Japan's exclusive economic zone or EEZ. It is an area within a specific distance of a country's sea line over which the country claims exclusive commercial rights like fishing, drilling, etc. As I told you, he is living a life of whatever he wants, wherever he wants. When he came in power, Chubby Cheeks promised to developing the economy and the army into a world superpower. Kim wants to maintain his leadership by showing unstoppable military power because he has struggled to deliver on his economic promises. As a result, the strong military program serves a dual purpose: to prevent external threats while boosting Kim's image. This chart shows missile launches under grandfather, father and son. And the son, aka Kim Jong-un, is way ahead, sitting pretty at 129. And the tests which were conducted in 2006 and 2009 under the leadership of his dad were managed by none other than Chubby Cheeks. And maybe this was his way of showing that, Daddy, I am capable to sit on the throne. Another major reason behind the army superiority is North Korea's military first policy. North Koreans do not have food, clothes and houses. But still, they are brainwashed to think that Kim is protecting them from evil Western powers, and this is called propaganda of us versus them. Politicians, dictators, kings have been using this us versus them mentality as a weapon to polarize for a long time. This mentality creates an enemy that does not exist. The fine example of polarizing through us versus them are Hitler and Nazis. Famine for North Korean people is like coronavirus for us. It comes in waves. The United Nations estimates that the country is short of at least 2 or 3 months of supply of food. But still, Chubby Cheeks is committed to fulfill his New Year promises when the people of his country are dying. And the ruthless Kim empire has not crashed till this date because people worry about putting food on the table rather than becoming a rebel and overthrow the dictator. While it remains among the poorest countries in the world, according to US State Department estimates, North Korea spends nearly quarter or 25% of its GDP on its military. Shame on you, man. Shame on you. North Korea's guiding philosophical principles have been Joshe Shongun, which means self-reliance and military-first policies. And because of this, showing off the army and all the weapons is necessary. Chubby Cheeks is in a habit to show off his military arsenal at different ceremonies, be it the military parade or his own birthday. I mean, can you believe a person showing off his military equipments on his birthday? That's insane. Recently, a 2021 RAND report projected that North Korea could have around 200 nuclear weapons and hundreds of ballistic missiles stockpiled by 2027, which is a great threat for humanity. The leadership has the expertise to construct nuclear bombs out of weapons graded uranium and plutonium, which they already have. But US and its allies were right from the beginning. A mad dictator who isolates his country from the rest of the world must never get a nuclear bomb. Meanwhile, Russia, China and Pakistan must be held accountable for helping the Kim dynasty.